Hey there everybody, and welcome to today's video. Now today I'm going to have a look at 3 different F1 style games on the Mega Drive Genesis. So I'm going to start off with the amazing arcade port of Virtua Racing. In a little bit I'm going to go and have a look at F1 World Championship Edition, and finishing off the video with Super Monaco GP. So Virtua Racing was developed by Sega AM2. It was originally ported over in 1994, and to make this game work on the console it needed to have an extra chip incorporated into it to play the game, and as a result of that it can generate the 9,000 polygons per second that it needs, which is pretty unbelievable when you think about it, back in 1994 that such a home console could do such a thing. So let's get in and have a look at the game. So, what you've got here is you've got different sort of modes. You can have a look at the record, you can do a 2-player versus game, you can have a free run or go straight into the Virtua Racing sim. So I'm going to go into that. And what you're met with is basically 3 different levels, so 3 different tracks of different difficulties, beginner, medium and expert. So we'll start today on beginner. And we'll get straight into the action. And the one thing about the action for sure is it's fast, it's furious, and it is loads of fun. So you start off in the pits, and there's basically different views you can have. You can go in the vehicle, or I like to play it slightly outside the vehicle. And the aim of the game is to beat both the other vehicles on the road and the time. So don't forget to hit like if you enjoy this video today, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you do not miss a single thing. Okay, so looking at this now, I'm in 4th place. I'm a little bit all over the road though, so I'm not going to be 4th place for long on this. Oh, he crashed into me and made me spin. So immediately into the game, in terms of the gameplay and the graphics, it's just unbelievable to think that this was able to be ported to the Mega Drive. And you know, to the people who've not seen this game before, they might think it's not great, but I can assure you, back at the time this was released, it was a bit of a wow moment in terms of arcade ports to a home console. So what I really enjoy about this game is the thrill. It's fast paced, you've got the time elements, you've got the awesome clips of sound music when you extend your time, and also the fact that you're racing for position. So here we go, we're in 2nd place on the end of lap 2. Hopefully I can make this a starting video with a win. I've just got the one driver to get past, which I've just done. And now all it's about is maintaining track position, and the aim of this game is keeping your concentration because it's fast. Here we go. So these little turns are probably the bugbears of mine, the ones I've struggled with the most. And I can spin off the track, and that will definitely not lead to a victory. Well, I've got 2 to go, and I'm doing alright. Looking at the map, I've got a little bit of buffer. There isn't much of a buffer though, 1 mistake, and I'm absolutely certain that I won't be in 1st place anymore. It would be really good to start with a win though, and that's what the aim is, because what will definitely be for sure is that in the later games, the F1 World Championship and Super Monaco, particularly the 3rd of the 3, I will definitely probably not finish 1st in any race. But it's all about enjoyment and fun, which, regardless of where I finish, I will definitely have a lot of that today. Okay, here we go. I've got a good lead here as well, so hopefully I can finish it off and get the W. Across the bridges. Just the last few turns now, the more complex ones for me, which is this one. I'm coming up to lap drivers, so I mean, that easily could cause me trouble. That's it, a clean run. And with around about 11-12 seconds to spare, I've won the race with some consistent 41-second laps. So that is Virtua Racing, and as I say, there are 2 other tracks and difficulties that you can attempt to play the game at. It's a ton of fun, like I say, and a graphical masterpiece slash breakthrough from 1994. I'm going to go over now and have a look at a more simulation-based game, which is F1 World Championship Edition. So let's move to that one. Okay then, so here we go. This is F1 World Championship Edition, and it takes us in a slightly different direction to the Virtua Racing game, in that it's more simulation based. It was released in 1995, but only in Europe and Australia, and it was the follow-up to the very popular and successful original F1 game, developed by Peakstar Software and licensed by Domark. So let's have a look at how it goes. You've got the championship season, which is 16 races. There's a knockout mode and practice mode. You can also play multiplayer, which is a ton of fun with your friends, but we'll go with 1 on this one. And you've got 8 teams and 16 drivers to pick between. So I'm going to be McLaren, and I'll pick Hakkinen. Now you can change your name, but I'll just leave it to player 1. And you've got 16 races in the championship season, so hours worth of action and fun for you to play with. So conditions are fine in Brazil, which is round 1. Let's get into qualification. I'll just select some automatic tyres. And here we go, straight into the action. So it's fast lap. Immediately this game strikes me as being uber fast, uber realistic. Graphics were absolutely fantastic for the time, of course, and it's really smooth. You can see how fast it plays. It really does play well. It's very forgiving in terms of corners, so there's not a lot of braking needed, particularly on this track. There might be different on other tracks. So yeah, this really is, that first person view comes into its own quite a bit, and you find yourself really feeling like you're at the cockpit of an F1 vehicle in this game, just because of that simulated speed. So the background whizzes by you as you go under the bridges. And that's a lap done in 56. I'll probably call it there. We'll retire from qualifying. Hopefully that will count. It does. So I've qualified way ahead of the other drivers. So unlike Super Monaco GP, which you'll see after this one, I actually am pretty good at this one. So here we go, it's the race. So the action is thick and fast. The other drivers aren't that great. As you can see, there's a lot already in the first few turns. There's a string of drivers down that back straight on the map below. So this is actually my favourite game, and you'll not be surprised to know that it's my favourite game because of the fact that I can actually play it, but also just because of how fast and how neat it looks. You can actually really enjoy playing a championship season. Oh, look at this now. I'm giving myself a real challenge, so I'm down to 13th. So all of a sudden, it's not as plain sailing as I thought it was going to be. I tend to be able to get them mainly on the corners. The trouble is that they brake heavily and you just fly into the back of them sometimes. Like that. And where am I now? I'm up to 9th position. Come on. Lap 3, it's all action. It's an all action video, which is good because there's no point in it being boring. Who wants to watch boring videos? Come on. Right, here we go, down the back straight. So I'm up to 8th there, and basically straight into the back of that driver, which probably stopped me crashing into the side of the track, to be fair. Well, this is the good thing about this game. It's so competitive. All the drivers are neatly nice together, so you can get past 1 or 2 like that. Look, you can get through quite quickly, but all the same, if you get overtaken, 3 or 4 drivers can pass you by in seconds. The challenge now is, can I come back to win the race following that crash? We will find out in the next couple of minutes. Oh, come on, out my way. Now this is the turn I can usually make some positions if I don't go into the back of them. I'm coming through to the final few turns, so this could be the end of the chance of winning the race. They're all right there in front of me, but I'm not going to catch them. It's a 6th place finish. So that was a great race, full of action. Only getting the 1 point due to that crash partway through the race. I hope you enjoyed that one. I'm going to move over now to Super Monaco GP. So let's have a look at that one. Okay, so here we go then. So Super Monaco GP was the arcade game that was ported in 1990 across to the MegaDrive Genesis. It added the World Championship mode into the game, which is a ton of fun. It's basically the 1989 F1 season races. Let's get straight in and have a look. So you start your championship journey with Minari, who aren't one of the greater teams, but the better you perform, the more chance you've got of moving to a better team. So we're going to go straight into the racing action. So basically you get a preliminary race, which is a lap to get yourself qualified and how far up the qualification rankings you can go. I'm going to get myself hopefully onto not last position, which is the target. So this game I always found really tough. There's a couple of corners on this one that I really struggle with. Like that one, for example. Hopefully that's not going to cost me too much. I'm still ahead of the other driver on the track. But we come around to the end of the race already. You can see that qualification is done for some of the drivers. We've got 8th finished, 10th, so it looks like we're going to qualify somewhere near the back. 14th, so 59-second lap. Okay, into the racing action. So you can select a rival. I'm going to have a look at that. So you either split into 4 levels. I'm going to go for somebody in level D. I'm going to go with Comet. So I'm going to select this as my rival. Basically that just puts a marker down as to where they are on the track. And you have to try and beat them as a kind of a secondary part of the secondary goal of the race. I've not made the greatest of starts. As we come up to the big turn that I always struggle with, so I'm going to get prepared for that. I'm going to find myself in last position already on the first lap. Hopefully I can recover from that. There we go, I can see some of the other cars now. Oh, I've crashed. So I'm way back now. And there we go. Catching somebody up, which is a result. I'll take that. 51-second lap, that's not too bad. So the aim of this race for me now is basically not to finish last. I think that can be my only aim. That's better, much better. So now we're catching up. Hopefully this trouble will not cause me too much trouble. And I can keep going. But I'm not last, and that is a massive result. I'll absolutely take that. Okay, 1 lap to go. 52 seconds. That's alright, I'll take that. Can I catch another player? So I just need to slow it down a little bit here on this turn again. Try and get that done. Got round it. Now I've just got this chicane in a minute that keeps catching me out. So hopefully I can navigate that. Okay, that's better. Oh, shifted the wrong way. There's half a chance here now. I could catch up to another driver, and that would be absolutely amazing right at the end of the race. Oh, look at that. Come on. Just this last chicane. On across the line. So I didn't finish last. That is a massive result for me. I'm very happy with that. 14th position. So it doesn't give me any drivers points in the championship, but yeah, that gives you a bit of a overview of the gameplay action of Super Monaco GP, including the crashing mechanics. So yes, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the 3 games today. Please hit the like button if you did. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so that you do not miss a thing. And I will see you in the next one. Cheers.